interest rates on the decline, Korea's lump sum apartment leasing system is increasingly out of reach for many house hunters. Could the KBS license fee soon be on the rise? The National Assembly Committee conducted its inspection on the public broadcaster. And the bottled water market has outstripped juice and soft drinks this year. We bring you a closer look at this $570 million market. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Thursday, October 23rd. I'm Luke Clary. We begin today with a look at housing. Now, Korea is home to a unique apartment leasing system called jeonse, in which a tenant pays a large deposit to the landlord and then lives there rent-free for a determined period. It was a smart system in a time of high growth and interest rates, but with today's low interest rates, lump sum apartment lease prices have soared and now are out of reach for many.
This is an apartment complex in Mok-dong, Seoul. The market price for an 85 square meter unit is nearly $570,000, but its rate of lump sum lease is over $520,000, more than 90% of the sales price.
물건이 전세 물량이 없다 보니까 약간 시세보다 비싸더라도 거래는 이루어지고 있어요.
This 85 square meter apartment in Seoul, Seoul saw its sales price climb only $38,000 over the past 2 years, but its annual lease rate soared almost $105,000 over the same period. Apartment lease rates have risen nationwide for the 23rd week since May. Lump sum lease rates in Seoul metropolitan areas such as Suwon, Anyang, Ansong, and Osan have gone over 70% of the sales prices. With the annual interest rates falling down to the 2% range, landlords are opting for monthly leases over annual leases with lump sum deposits. This has resulted in a severe shortage of properties for rent. The government's real estate stimulation measures to encourage people to buy homes have in fact boosted the homes market prices. But renters are still hesitating to purchase homes because related laws have not passed the parliament yet.
매도는 많이 받고 싶어하고 매수가는 기존에 있는 가격에 사고 싶어 하다 보니까 지금은 더 매매가 굉장히 어렵게 되고 있습니다.
Ordinary Koreans' housing concerns continue to mount as the government's various real estate measures fail to restrain the soaring lump sum lease prices.
Lawmakers are often criticized for receiving huge wages even when the National Assembly idles away. However, the ruling Saeul Party is pushing a parliamentary reform measure to slash lawmakers' wages when they don't show up for work.
A parliamentary reform committee of the ruling Saeul Party has decided to apply the no work, no pay principle to lawmakers in a bid to cut back on expenditures. The committee made their decision in their fifth meeting held on Wednesday night. No wages will be paid when the National Assembly runs idle or when it is not organized properly. In addition, wages will also be withheld from arrested lawmakers. Lawmakers will see their wages slashed if they do not attend parliamentary meetings without good reasons for their absence. The committee will also promote the establishment of an independent outside panel to review and determine lawmakers' wages. Until now, the National Assembly's House Steering Committee has been in charge of discussing and deciding on lawmakers' pay. A political reform committee of the main opposition New Politics Alliance for Democracy also recently proposed commissioning an outside agency to calculate and determine lawmakers' salaries. The Saeul Reform Committee will finalize details of the new wage plan and make it the party's official stance before pushing to revise related legislation. However, the wage slash plan can be confirmed as the ruling party's official stance only after it is approved at a general meeting of the ruling party lawmakers. As a result, it is likely to face strong resistance. The Reform Committee's next meeting is scheduled for October 29th. The committee will also discuss measures to prohibit lawmakers from holding other jobs and to make the Special Parliamentary Committee on Ethics more effective in practice.
Could the KBS license fee soon be on the rise? The National Assembly's Future Planning, Science, Broadcasting, and Communications Committee visited KBS to conduct a parliamentary inspection, and the license fee is a hot topic.
Members of both the ruling and opposition parties agreed that KBS's license fee, which has been frozen for the 34th year, should be increased.
핵심은 제가 봤을 때도 이 수신료의 현실화인 것 같습니다. 33년간 동결되었기 때문에 이것이 현실화가 필요하다.
However, the two sides disagreed on raising the fee only after KBS ensured broadcasting fairness and accuracy.
그 이상이 확보되면 KBS의 그 운영과 관련된 문제는 국민들의 신뢰를 받아서 자연스럽게 해결이 될 것이고
선신뢰 회복 후에 수신료 인상하겠다. 수신료 현실화 추진을 중단하겠다는 취지로 우려를 하고 있습니다.
늦어도 내년 상반기까지는 현실화하는 방안을 추진을 하겠습니다.
The lawmakers inspected the preparations for ultra-high definition or UHD broadcasting and provided their support.
700MHz 할당을 놓고 이 정부 부처가 업계의 대리전을 벌이고 있다. 따갑게 지적이 되고 있습니다.
이제는 기술 표준을 정확하게 하고 확정을 하고 본격적인 지성파 UHD 방송 발전을 가속화할 때라고 보는데 우리 부위원장님 의견도 동의하시죠? 그 부분에 있어서네요.
The parliamentary representatives also toured the KBS Disaster Information Center in the news department and watched a taping of a comedy show before promising their full backing.
South Korea has dismantled a 43-year-old Christmas tree tower near the border with North Korea. Now, the military says that the tower was so old and rusty that it might have collapsed on its own if it had been left. However, some analysts say that the military may have dismantled the tower to appease Pyongyang.
The Aegibong Tower, built on a hill near the Western Front in 1971, used to be decorated with thousands of lights and illuminated around the Christmas holidays. The 30-meter tower was located just some 600 meters from the military demarcation line, making it clearly visible from the North Korean border city of Kaesong. Consequently, the tower was a nuisance to North Korea. In 2010, the North even threatened to attack and destroy the tower.
그런 생활을 하는 거 보니까 이제 일단은 우리보다 경제적으로 앞서 있나? 전기가 남아도네? 이런 느낌을 받았어요.
It was belatedly revealed that the South Korean military dismantled the frontline decorative tower on October 16th. The military explained that it decided to raise the tower because at 43 years old, it was found to be extremely dangerous in a safety check last year.
이곳 애기봉이 일반 관광객도 많이 오시는 안보 관광지다 보니까 일반 국민들의 안전 등을 고려해가지고 철거하게 되었습니다.
However, some analysts speculate that the military could have dismantled the tower to appease Pyongyang, noting that the demolition came just 5 days after the distribution of anti-North Korea leaflets by South Korean civic groups and subsequent inter-Korean exchanges of fire. The South Korean military has come under fire for not reporting the demolition of the tower to the Gimpo city government, which is planning to create an ecological park nearby.
Following the Seoul ferry tragedy, the nation has a renewed interest in safety management. And as a way to boost public preparedness for big disasters, the government conducted simultaneous emergency training sessions. However, civil participation was woefully lacking.
The inside of a tunnel is filled with smoke. It was part of a simulated drill for a car fire inside the tunnel. A tunnel maintenance employee used a fire extinguisher to keep the fire at bay while waiting for fire trucks. But not many vehicles move out of the way, and a few even cut in front of the fire truck. It took more than 10 minutes to travel 4.5 kilometers.
본인이 가시겠다는 길로만 고집을 하셔가지고 차량이 정체된 부분이 많이 있습니다.
The city of Daegu, which dealt with a disastrous subway fire 10 years ago, held a mock drill preparing for a similar situation.
현재 출입문이 작동되지 않습니다. 승객 여러분께서는 출입문 및 스크린 도어를 수동으로 열어서
But passengers wait until station employees come to open the doors to leave the subway car and station. In disasters, the first 4 to 5 minutes is called the golden time. First responders must arrive within this time frame in order to save lives. But the simulated emergencies showed poor civic participation. 재난이 발생하면은 사실상 5분 내지 10분 사이에 모든 상황이 결정이 됩니다. 그래서 재난은 시간과의 싸움인데 공공기관과 국민이 협조해서 The government conducted a comprehensive drill for a maritime disaster on October 23rd and plans to remedy the disaster simulation shortcomings in order to boost public participation.
With more and more families going to stores to buy water, bottled water has outsold soda and juice this year. The market for bottled water has swollen to $570 million, driving fierce competition. Let's take a look.
A wide variety of bottled water occupies a considerable section at a supermarket. Shoppers pick up boxes of bottled water in their carts.
먹었을 때 맛이나 가격 대비 퀄리티 그런 거 많이 찾고 있고.
One major distributor's analysis of beverage sales shows that more bottled water has been sold than juice or carbonated soft drinks this year. This marks the first time bottled water has become the most popular item in the beverage market since it was introduced to Korean consumers in 1995. The trend is due to an increasing number of families buying bottled water, citing the inconvenience of boiling tap water. It is also due in part to more people foregoing sweet drinks in favor of water for their health.
라이프 스타일이 많이 바뀜에 따라서 소비자들의 구매 패턴이 달라지기 때문에 그래서 생수를 많이 찾는 것으로.
The volume of the bottled water market has grown to nearly $570 million. Bottled water companies are building more plants and adopting aggressive marketing strategies as they wage a war of water sales.
넌 어디에서 왔니?
생기 있게 자연유산의 물.
There are more than 100 domestic brands of bottled water in Korea. Dozens of imported brands are also available on the market.
The era of personal robots seems just around the corner. State-of-the-art robots are increasingly becoming a part of everyday life.
These robots are dancing to singer-rapper Psy's global viral hit Gangnam Style.
신기하고 재밌고
신기하고
Some robots can even perform the traditional Korean fan dance or taekwondo, a combination of the martial art taekwondo and dance. This team of dancing robots drew over 100,000 visitors.
주로 문화 소외 지역이나 낙도 지역을 찾아가서 현재 한 200 정도 이상 공연을 진행하고 있습니다.
These so-called printer robots are used to paint high-rise buildings, a job that can be risky for humans. Nanny robots can read books to children and hand out snacks. There are also nursing robots that take care of patients in hospitals. In the past, robots were mostly used for industrial purposes, but nowadays they're equipped with artificial intelligence and can even express feelings. They're becoming an essential part of people's everyday lives.
그래서 앞으로는 전문 서비스 로봇, 국방이나 농업이라든지 의료라든지 사람들을 갖다가 이게 도와주는 이런 로봇들이 나올 거고.
The global robot market is growing at over 10% annually and is predicted to surpass $66 billion in 2020. To secure a share in the rapidly growing robot industry, it's necessary for Korea to step up investments and R&D in robotics.
Postage stamps usually feature prominent people who have left their mark in history. Now, new postage stamps featuring the K-pop group Big Bang are coming to Korea, China, and Japan. Here's more from the world of popular culture.
The faces of the 5 members of music group Big Bang can now be seen on postage stamps. The stamps are to go on sale on October 31st, concurrently in Korea, China, and Japan. The designs are different for each country. Stamps that will be released in Korea are golden in color, while those to be sold in China are black and red. Big Bang's agency says the stamps will serve as a fine gift for the group's fans because they feature images of the members that had never been disclosed to the public before. Singer Yoon-gun is to release his 4th album and his first in 7 years on October 27th. Yoon-gun's agency says the new album contains 10 tracks that fit the mood of the autumn season. It also added that it will release a short film starring Yoon-gun and the film's original soundtrack in time for the singer's comeback.
죽지 말라. 전설이 된 후에 죽도록. 위대한 주체주국의 번영을 위하여. 여기가 요충지다.
Actor Kim Soo-yeon is to be named PR ambassador of Seoul. The Seoul city government and the actor's agency announced that the appointment ceremony will be held on Saturday at the opening ceremony of the Seoul Kingdom Festival. The Seoul city government added that Kim Soo-yeon's appointment as the city's PR ambassador is expected to help promote tourism in Seoul.
It takes a lot of thinking when it comes to choosing a sofa. It's a large and expensive purchase. Now, people used to prefer leather sofas, but now many are making the switch to fabric. Let's take a look. The sofa in your living room is often a signature piece that defines your home. There's now a wide range of functional sofas available, such as space-saving sofa beds and automatic recliners operated with the touch of a button. When choosing a sofa, the size of your living room should be considered first, because where you place the sofa determines its usefulness.
평형대가 작은 신혼의 경우에는요, 소파를 꽉 채우기보다는 3인용 일자형 소파에다가요, 거기에 1인 체어를 같이 매치하시면 좀 더 넓어 보이게 사용하실 수가 있고요. 평형대가 좀 넓은 경우에는 기역자 소파의 긴 부분을 베란다 쪽으로 두시면 소파를 조금 더 웅장해 보이게 하고요.
Many prefer leather sofas despite their high price because they have better breathability, retain warmth better, and are much more durable. Natural cowhide sofas are divided into two types, the top grain or the top layer of the leather, and split leather, which is made from the bottom layers. When pushed down with a finger, the top grain piece shows wrinkles, while the split leather one does not. Also, top grain leather feels soft, while split leather is somewhat dry and coarse.
가죽을 만져보실 때는 꼬집듯이 만져보셔서 촉감이 부드러운지 그리고 두께가 도톰한지를 확인해 보시고요. 두께가 두껍고 부드러울수록 좋은 가죽이기 때문에 그렇게 판단을 해주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
The biggest merit of fabric-covered sofas is that they're much more affordable than leather ones. However, they are less durable and prone to tears, so they don't last as long as their leather counterparts. Fabric tends to attract dirt easily, so you must dust a fabric sofa frequently. Sprinkle some baking soda on the sofa and vacuum it up to remove dirt and dust, as well as deodorize it. It's also important to take good care of your leather sofa in order to enjoy it longer. A sofa made with natural leather should never come in contact with water. When there's mold on the sofa, apply a thin coat of petroleum jelly and rub it with a dry cloth. Nothing beats banana peels when removing dirt from leather. Rub a scuff mark with the inside of a banana peel and wipe it off with a dry cloth to make the leather sofa look as good as new. The sofa is a special piece of furniture that can change the whole atmosphere of a home. Give your home a simple makeover by choosing a sofa that's perfect for your living room. Now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.